Yes, and we are live. Good evening, viewers at home. Good evening, my amazing African queens. How are we all doing today?
We are
Hope,
good. Good
hope we are
evening.
doing
You're doing good,
well.
though.
Yeah, good to see you again. Good to see
Absolutely
our
marvelous.
beautiful faces again. And I want to say good evening to our viewers out there. How you all doing? Hope you had a beautiful weekend. Hope your day went well. So yes, we are live again this evening, to discuss something personal to each and every one of us. We'll be discussing that briefly, and we promise we won't take much of your time. So we want to say thank you all, our viewers, our followers out there on all the social medias for engaging on our post, for engaging on our page, and for all your likes and your comments. We want to say thank you to all of you that do reach out to us. Wanting to know more about our businesses, and to those of you that have actually taken action, to starting your own business. We want to say thank you to every one of you. We really do appreciate you. So this evening we will be discussing something important and personal to every one of us. Our topic tonight says, why did I start this business? Why did I start this business? So I'll be going on to ask these amazing, beautiful sisters the reason why they started this online business. We have our different whys, we have our different reasons, for going digital, for coming online. And so we will want each and every one of us to share our reasons, our why for starting this business, just to inspire someone out there, because we know there's someone watching us presently who is contemplating whether to go digital or not, who is thinking whether to go on and start his or her own online business or not. So we hope that our experiences, our whys for going for starting this business, we hope it will inspire you, to taking that bold step this night. So we don't want to take too much of your time. We will go on quickly to discuss the topic. Why did I start this business? I will start with my humble self before I pass it on to my beautiful sisters to tell us their own experience. Yes, before I go on, I will introduce myself, and as my sisters go on to talk about their reasons for starting this business, they will introduce themselves as well. So, my humble self, I am Oluwakemi Jumola. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I currently live in the United Kingdom. I'm a mom of two, and I work in the hospitality industry, and I run this beautiful, amazing online business along my 9 to 5. So why did I start this business? Of course, before I started this business, I was an exhausted mom. I was stressed. I was tired. I was about giving up, because when I left Nigeria to France, because I started my business in France before moving to the UK, and that is one beautiful thing about our business. You can run your business anywhere you are all over the world. I started in France, and here I am in UK, and I'm still running my business here in the UK. So then in France, I left Nigeria to France, and then I had masters, I had professional qualifications. I was hoping to get better job, good job, that would give me better life. But on getting to France, I found out that what I was expecting wasn't what I actually meant. To get that professional job in France, you need to go on and do some professional courses as well, professional courses in French language. And then doing that was very exhausting. It was very difficult for me to get a job. So at the end, I finally got a job in an hotel. I was doing the job, at least I was getting some little pay from it, but the job was kind of exhausting. It was very, very stressful, very, very stressful. That when I returned from work, I don't even have the mouth to talk to my children. I don't have the strength to do anything. I'm not useful for myself. I was not useful for my family. So then I was just thinking, how long will I do this for? I need to do something on the side, something to just boost my income. And that was how I came across this business opportunity. I came across this opportunity right on social media, on Facebook. So to those of you watching us on Facebook live right now, I came across this opportunity on Facebook. I saw this woman's ad, and she was talking how I can be my own boss, how I can start my own online business, and all of that. She was talking about she talked about her personal story, and her ad resonated with me, and that was how I took that bold step. I watched the webinar, paid my 149, and boom, I started my business. And that is how I started my business. And I actually started because I was looking for something I can do in my own name, something that will boost my ego, something that will give me the kind of life that I have been wishing for myself and my family. And I looked into this business. I saw that this business ticked all the boxes that I was looking for, and I saw it was legitimate, it was real, and that was why how I became a digital business owner. So that is why I started this business. I was exhausted and I was looking for something, that will ease my stress and also substitute my income. So that is my story on how I became a digital business owner. And ever since I started this business, I have never regretted it. I can say it is the best decision I have made ever. And I'm grateful to God. I'm not where I was when I started. Gradually and gradually, I'm building my business and my business is growing. So, to you out there, stay contemplating. Don't long think anymore. Just take that bold step, because I know you have a why, that you are contemplating on. So let your why, let it push you, to taking that bold step. So that is my story. That is how I started this online business. So I want to go on to my beautiful sisters to also tell us their own experience, the reason why they started this business. So I'll go on to Sister Catherine in the United Kingdom as well. Sister Catherine, why did you start this online business?
Thank you so much, Sister Kemi. And yes, to our viewers, you are very welcome once again to join us. It's always a privilege to be able to come and share some insight with you all. And I really love what you said, Sister Kemi, but I'm going to introduce myself before I go into my own personal why. So my name is Catherine. For those of you that are meeting me for the very first time, I am a radiographer by profession. I call myself an encourager because I believe that is the first thing that God has made me. I am a sister, I'm a daughter, and I am a proud digital business owner. Have I mentioned that by profession I'm a radiographer? If I haven't, yes, I'm a radiographer by profession. So why did I get into this business? It's like this is what really keeps me going. And I really want to say, like, today, so some of you may be watching this on a different day, but today is the 7th of March. And the 7th of March really is a significant date. It has become a significant date for me over the past 4 years. So our dad passed away 4 years ago today. And anytime I think about the things that he used to share with myself and my sisters, it gives me that motivation to get going. So my dad always had so many ambitions. He had so many dreams. And anytime that he would share some of those things with me, I'll be like, this is beautiful, Dad, but I have no money. I don't know where I'm going to get the resources to do what you are sharing with me. But then when he passed, God really gave me a different perspective on life. And actually, when I came across, very similar to what Sister Kemi was saying, when I came across the ad that I got and that I related to, that got me started, I actually saw this ad on YouTube, which means that you can place ads anywhere, absolutely. And the couple that were in that ad really said something that really resonated with me. They helped me understand that the purpose that God gives us and some of the ambitions that God gives us, God does not give them to us because He's looking at our paycheck. Absolutely not. God gives us those ambitions, and they are way beyond our paycheck. And we don't have to look at our paycheck to say, yes, God, I'm going to step into that vision. I'm going to step into that purpose. So I really got that different perspective in life that, yes, those ambitions, those dreams are beautiful, but I didn't have to allow my limited paycheck to stop me from stepping into the things that God had impressed on my heart. So I really looked into this business, and the reason why I decided to get started is because I really wanted to step out in faith way beyond my my self limitation and tell God that, God, I know that there is something out there. And if you are leading me in this direction, you are going to direct my path, and you're going to help me to attain the things I need to attain, the resources that I need to be able to fulfill the dreams that have always been embedded in my heart. And I don't need my paycheck to do that. Absolutely not. So, like, yeah, my dad's life has always been that real motivation that have really kept me going and looking way beyond the little paycheck that I'm getting. And the reason why I got into this particular business, because obviously things had come my way before. And yeah, I looked into them, but never really went into them. But the reason why I went into this particular one is because I realized that everything that I needed was in one place. I will be sincere with you. I had never thought of a digital business because I didn't really see that opportunity. But then when my eye got open to the fact that beside my healthcare work, I can have a business that is digital, which means I can carry it anywhere and everywhere. I can do it in my own time, at home, at my own pace. It's really brought different perspectives to me. And they had lovely products which are really beneficial. The training platform, it's amazing. Like, I'm a person that can learn by video, and I really find it so easy to be able to know that, yeah, I can follow a video step by step at my own pace, no rush, and I can learn and get going in this opportunity. And a supportive community as well that I discovered kept me glued in, and thinking that there is potential for passive income. Listen, it's really kept me glued in. So yeah, if I want to go on sharing my whys, they are really endless, but I'm just going to stop here. So yeah, just thinking about all those ambitions that I had, and knowing that I don't have to limit myself, but knowing that the world has got so many opportunities to step into, I was like, yes, this is going to be my drive, and I'm just going to go with that. So I'm going to leave room for the rest of my sisters also to share their whys. As I said, we could be here till tomorrow. Thank you so much, Sister Kemi. I'll pass it back
Thank
to
you,
you.
Sister Catherine, for sharing your experience. Yeah, they said you didn't want your paycheck, to help finance your goals and your ambition, and that was why. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. For sharing your experience with us. So I go on to Sister Kemi in Belgium. Why did you start this business?
Thank you, sis. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here this evening. For those of you that are watching live, and for those that will still watch the replay, thank you. We appreciate every one of you. My name is Oluwakemi Ayeni, a Nigerian living in Belgium. I'm a mom, a wife. I work in the air sector, and I want this amazing online digital business as my plan B. Something I call mine, and it's creating the second stream of income for me. Why did I join this business? That's a very simple but powerful question. And my answer is very simple as well. I joined this business because I needed that time flexibility to be with my children. I was working in the night shift, and I've done that for 5 good years. And at the same time, I have another agency job that I was doing as well. So I was juggling 2 jobs together. At times, out of 24 hours, I do work 18 hours in a day. And I still have children, I have husband, and I still have my partner, other things to do. It got to a point, one day I was coming back from work, and on my way home, I slept off while driving. And I met myself at the other side of the road. But luckily for me, there was no oncoming car, because it was all those one-way road. No oncoming car. It was just that something just tapped me. I just woke up, so I just shouted. I got home. It was that day I said, no, something has to change. Enough is enough. I cannot continue living my life this way. So I started searching. But before then, I've done a lot of, because right from Nigeria, though I do work in an office, but I have my business I was doing. I do travel Dubai, even UK, to buy things and bring back. So business has been in my blood right from young age. But coming to abroad now, we have to work. There's nothing, no other things to do. Even I still even started from learning the language. Learning language is not something easy. It took me more than 2 years. Even till now, I don't even understand the thing good self. I just the manager. So that was why I started searching that, okay, what can I do? But luckily, I saw and heard on Facebook. I see people are watching us like this. I just want to ask, I saw a lady who is my mentor today. She was just sharing, it was an aha, she was sharing her story that when she came to France, she was teacher in Nigeria. It got to a point that she and her husband, they used to exchange children at the bus station, at the train station, because when one is coming home, the other one is going, and they exchange children at the bus station. I say, my own never reached this one. No. So I listened to her story. So it tallies with mine. I said, okay. And she said she was able to find solution to her problem through this business. I said, okay, if she can do it and she's doing fine, I can give it a try. And I sent message to her. She responded. I called her. I asked, because before then, I've done a lot in the past. I've lost huge amount of money trying to do things online. So saying the thing, I was skeptical. And my husband, when I even told him about the business, he said, Otuti-in-law, you want to lose money again? I said, no. In fact, he did to the extent that he spoke with my mentor that, okay, he wants to be sure this is real. And she said, it's real. She has been here for a while, blah, blah, blah. She even showed a certificate of, how did they say, incorporation, that she had a legal certificate that she has registered her business. For her to register business in France, it shows it is real. I said, okay. And that was how I started. But before then, as I was saying, I am someone that used to ask other parents to help me take my children to sport, to pick them up. It got to a point I was embarrassed. You know, they might not complain, but me that I'm even asking them all the time, I was embarrassed to be asking anyhow. And a lot of things I don't have time to do. When I come back home, at times I will just be nagging. It might be, the children might not offend me. They will even be, by the time I will be shouting, they'll be asking themselves, did you do something to mama? Did you do something to her? That one say, me, I didn't do anything. Or her. Why is he shouting? So I'll just be nagging like a dog that just gave birth to, to puppies. So that was how I was juggling my life, you know, balancing life, you know, family with work. It wasn't easy. It wasn't, you know, and in the diaspora, we don't have family. It's only you, your children, your family, and a lot of people are even out there that they are single parent. We still have to. Life will still continue. That was how I came about the business. And since then, I never for one day regret being in this business community. It has been an opportunity. It has been a blessing. In fact, it's the best decision I've ever in my life took. And to God be the glory. Here we are today. If not for this business, I will not see these beautiful sisters here, sisters from another mother. But this business community bind us together. And you, all of you can see us. That is what we say. The support in this business is top notch. You can never get it in another place. So if you're out there, you've been seeing us, you are thinking, maybe it's one of those business out there. No, this one is the oil well of our own generation. Gold mine, Titiwa. This is it. So just check it out and see for yourself. I used to say something that don't base your judgment on what we are saying. Do your own due diligence. Research, find out for information, and you'll be able to see that everything we've been saying is true. Nothing but the truth. So that is what I have for us tonight. Thank you, sis.
Thank you, sis. Thank you for sharing your experience. In fact, that was amazing. Yes, there's always a wake-up call for every one of us. And I hope you viewers watching us out there, you have a wake-up call, you have a sign. You have been seeing that sign that's been prompting you, you know, to take that bold step of faith, but you are still contemplating. Let our stories, let it inspire you, you know, to taking that bold step. So thank you, sis, for sharing your experience. I go on to Sister Mary in the UK as well. Sister Mary, Let's hear your own story on why you started this business. Thank you.
Wow, wow, awesome. Thank you so much, Sister Kemi. That story was very, very relatable. Anyway, viewers, it's good to be here this evening, or I don't know what time it is for you, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Mary. I live in the United Kingdom with my family, originally from Nigeria. I'm a midwife by profession. I took early retirement after 33 years of active working, and that is thank you to this business, this online digital business. It was when I found this business that I actually made that move. But before then, anyway, what is my why? Why did I even start? Okay, so it dawned on me while I was still actively working that a lot of us, that were in my unit, or a lot of the older people that were close to retirement age, they did not have, an exit route. As in, they didn't have any plans, towards their retirement age. Some of them will retire. After retirement, they still come back for more because there is no plan whatsoever. And I was just watching them. These are people who are much, much older than me. And some of them are even almost bent over. I see their struggles, even when there is emergency, the way they struggle to push the bed, to push the women, to theater and all of that. I was just watching them. I was thinking to myself, seriously, is this what I'm going to be like, say, couple of years time? And I said, no, 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 something have to give. And then to make it worse, then they up the retirement age from what it used to be to another 5 years on top. I was thinking, seriously, did these people, did they even have us in their contemplation? When exactly am I going to be able to enjoy this money that I'm working hard for? So that was when I had to have a reset. My mindset just turned 365 degrees straight away. And that was when I started looking online that that I am not going to retire at the age of 65. No, not me. Not, people will say, not on my watch. Yes. I was like, no, this is not life. This is, from where I'm coming from, Africa, sorry, you don't walk like that. Like, by the time you hit certain age, you're looking forward to retire and go and rest and put your feet up. Okay. But this one, when you retire at that 65, what time do you actually have? Because a lot of people, life happen. Maybe their life will be cut short before that they even reach that retirement age. I was like, what? In my country, they say monkey, they walk, babu, they chop. Who is going to be chopping my own? I said, no, man, I'm not having this. I said, this is not the will of God for my life, right? So that was when I started, asking questions, looking online. I dabble into different, businesses online, some of them not particularly online, but there are products that were floating around that a lot of people were getting involved in. And some of them, I invested a lot of money, it didn't come back, so I was like, okay, fine. But it never dawned on me that actually you can have a business online and then you can actually have an online based business like that. So when I then found this business, like my sister Kemi said, she saw an ad. It was also an ad that I saw on YouTube. And this lady was just talking passionately about how she came to Canada and how she didn't have anything. And then the last penny she had to then use it when she saw an ad about the woman talking about this business and how she has to use, scrape money together to pay her $149, which is her registration fee. And I was like, okay, and then what? Like you want to know what is next. Then the next thing she said, oh, that forever in her life, that she will forever remember the day she paid that $149, because that $149 has not only tripled today, that is earning her 6-figure, 5-figure, and she was owing her landlord. This is another story that actually also touches me a lot. He said in Canada that her landlord, they were in the brink of them being, sent packing. They didn't have anything. All the money they came to Canada with has already been exhausted. So she just have to scrape for that $149. It was struggle to get that $149. She said, well, it's like if I perish, I perish kind of a situation. She just paid that $149. That today, she used that as a kind of testimony to everybody that come across her video to say, look, if I can do it, even when I was in dire need. I didn't have anything in life. All hope was gone. But she believed God and just stepped out in faith. And then that was how she turned her situation around. And that actually just hit me like a ton of brick. And I was like, okay. So then this is the solution for me to actually not retire at the age of 65, right? Because if I have a business, a side hustle somewhere that I can build, by the time I'm ready to take that to retirement, I can leave early. I don't have to actually work until I cannot work anymore, or work and then come back for more. No. So that was my, thinking, and that was what I did. And lo and behold, just as I wanted it, the same age I wanted to live was the age I left after I found this digital business. So, guys, it is doable. I know people are very skeptical. I was also skeptical when I saw the business, but that woman's stories, for some reason, did something to my head. And like I said, it turned my brain 365 degrees. I was thinking differently from after listening to her story and seeing the result as well. Because I said to myself, well, if she can do it, then what am I doing? That kind of thing. I can only just try. Okay. So that was it, guys. And that was why I was able to retire, at the age of 56. I didn't have to get to 60, 65 to retire. Hooray. So this is what this business has done for me. I don't know about you. I don't know what your pain point is. If you're struggling with your finances, or you're struggling with your job, or you're thinking, what are you going to do after everything is over? This is the business. It's a legitimate business for you to get plugged into. So join us. Let's do this business together. God bless you. Thank you, Sister Kemi.
Thank you, Sister Mary, for that awesome testimony. Thank you for that beautiful story. Yes, you've said it all, nothing more to add. Thank you so much. So I go on quickly to Sister Clementine in the Italy. Yes, let's hear your story on why you started this business.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Kemi. Yeah, good evening once again. Good morning, good afternoon, according to how you. Hi. Yeah, as you've heard, my name is Clementine Mutono. I live in Italy, but I'm originally from Kenya. I'm a mom of one. I'm married, and I run this online business as a side hustle. My profession is a cook, right? Yes. So, like everybody has mentioned, me too, I have my why I began this online business. Talk of night shifts. If you know about night shifts, that is the most devastating type of work I've ever seen. And you know how it is very hard. You might have heard of it, or you might have experienced. Mine was working every night, only night. And I chose to work on nights because I have that little boy. I have to take care of my son. I take him to school and have to go and pick him from school. Mind you, in Europe, it's not like in Africa where we were brought up. We have big families, we have neighbors, the whole community is there beside you to help you. Your child belongs to the community, your child belongs to that big family. When you find yourself in Europe, it's all about you. It's your own joy and your own funerals in your own home. Nobody is there to help you with the kids. Or rather, if you the only scapegoat is to take the kids to the daycare. And that is something that I've never ever dreamed of. I'm not saying that daycares are not good, but I just opt to take care of my son, yes, on my own. And that's why I chose to do the night shifts. And night shifts are very, very, very challenging. And I saw myself working from Mondays to Fridays, week to another week, a month, a year, January to another January. And I missed my son's milestone because I wasn't there. During the daytime, I would just come and pick this child, take to school, come and pick and sleep. In between picking the child from school, I was sleeping. I pick, I bring home, and I sleep. So I didn't even experience, I didn't have much interaction with my son. And I had to think beyond the box. I tried to find something that I can do besides my job, or something that I can do to substitute my job. And I started looking for things online. It is during those ages when everybody was like, you can work online, you can work from the comfort of your home. So I was like, with that hearing of all those things, let me jump online to see whether I can find something that I can do. And lucky enough is when I came across my mentor's had, it was a Google had. I don't know even why I was doing searching online business. And by the way, I had zero knowledge on computer, zero knowledge. But anyway, when God's blessings on you, you just find yourself moving, moving, moving. Yeah, and that's how I was like to find that hard, and then I did my due diligence, and then I communicated with my mentor. And during this communication is when she shared a story that she's a single mom raising two little girls on her own, and she is able to stay with the girls from the comfort of her home as she ran the business in Canada. I got all this information and I related to my story, how much I wanted to be at the presence of my son without always sleeping, being there. But it's like I'm dead. I'm there, but I'm not active. Even a kid talks to me, but I can't respond. I'm always tired. It's like my brain is not functioning. Yeah, so I found that opportunity and I didn't sleep on it. I did my due diligence and then I found that this is a real business. And I jumped in, and that's how I started. Yes, I found it was something that is doable. And inside there was a community. And I had to find my people, my tribe. I remember that time I connected with one of my sister from Nigeria living in Italy. I asked her, sister, is it true? Is this business what I'm saying? Because I was saying people earning big amount of money that was unbelievable. She told me, my sister, you can try to start this business. And that's how I began the business. Yes. And when I got my first payment, now I had to change my mindset. I knew this is it. This is something that is working. Yes, and from then I have been transformed to a different person. I don't see the life how it was. And first of all, I cut down my working hours. I also changed the shift that I was doing only night. I began doing work daytime, but part-time. So I'm there fully present at my son's life. Yes. Thank you very much. Back to you, Kemi. I can stay here talking the whole night.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
your story. That was an amazing story as well. Yes, every one of us has different reasons why we started. And I believe to our audience out there as well, you have your reasons, you have your why. So if you are there, you are stuck in your job, you are thinking of what to do, or maybe you even like your job, you are very okay with your job, but you are just thinking of doing something on the side because a single stream of income in this economy that we are in right now is not enough. So yes, you might love your job, but please start something on the side for yourself and your family. So viewers out there, this is an amazing opportunity we are presenting to you. If we can do it, if these beautiful women can do this, run this business successfully, then you can do it as well. It's doable. All you need to do is just to come with a positive mindset, and yeah, you are good to go. So that is all we have for you this night. We hope we have been able to inspire you. So we look forward to your comments, to your questions, to all of you reaching out to us. Come to our DM, come to our WhatsApp chat, send us messages, and we explain this business the best way we can to you. And we hope to see all of you on the inside. Thank you for joining us. We will say this is where we will be hanging up tonight until we come your way again by the special grace of God. Hopefully, maybe next week. So thank you for joining us. Have a safe night and stay safe. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye-bye. Bye. Catch you soon.